Welcome back everyone to episode 33 of Let's Play Rule the Waves. And Japan's government collapsed as, I think the last battle I did was actually the one that we left off on the previous episode. But I did skim forward a few turns. I actually started retrofitting my old ships just because, you know, we're bored and not really sure what to do with ourselves. So, we actually can pick a ship. I think we gotta keep a ship here. I mean, I'm extremely confused. We actually better pay attention to this then. Alright, let's see. If this is correct, their battlecruiser is actually a speed of 27, which is pretty good. And remember, the nation every now and then, they do complain about my cruisers not being high enough, which is certainly not going to be a problem with my my dreadnought amount. So I think what I'm going to do is actually take their battlecruiser, if this is allowing me to actually take their ship. It's amazing. This is all of the remaining ships after, like, we just sank everything except for two very heavy ships and two destroyers, basically. Yeah, this has 812. That's not really great. 14.6, it is good. And two torpedo tubes, that's fine. 27 speed is pretty good, though, especially for a 30,000 ton ship. So we'll take that one. Now we get to select possessions. This is good. We're allowed 10. That's the most we can get. Take the Virgin Islands for sure, and we'll take Formosa. Now we can't take Albania or South Korea. We don't want Albania because that's in the Mediterranean, and we don't really want South Korea because, well, we can't take it anyways, but I'd prefer to keep our shareholdings to Southeast Asia, which we can eventually probably dominate, and the Caribbean. So this is going to mean that I think, because we aren't choosing the entire value, that we actually just get a budget increase from this or something. But 2 more colonies is pretty nice to have. Let's see what happens. This is 76 go up. It doesn't. So maybe our actual budget. Oh my gosh. Speaking of budgets, so we now have superimposed turrets on our destroyers. There's lots of design aspects which are available to us at this point. I'm a little surprised that somehow we still haven't. Is it possible that we somehow have not yet discovered all or not? Yeah, all or nothing is going to be with flat deck on top of belt, and then you'll see belt extended and all that set to 0. But they are definitely not choosing that for us, which I'm presuming means, and I don't think I'm crazy. I think I would have noticed that we actually have not researched it. Now, I might have gotten very lucky previously, but I think I remember getting all or nothing armor in like the late 1910s. It's already in 1922, and we had that huge speed up of research with our agreement with Great Britain that I'm surprised we haven't gotten it quite yet. Okay, but now's the time to really recall all our ships. What I'm going to do is actually just leave... Wow, these guys are elite as well, so that's good. I'm going to put them in the West Coast to minimize the amount of maintenance we have to pay on those, because those are pretty expensive. We just want to do a minimum satisfaction of the foreign tonnage requirement. So let's see, there is a star by that. Does that mean that there's some people? Let's just search by location. We have tons in the East Coast, I'm sure. Tons in the East Coast. Because all the new ships we're building, they're all going to the East Coast. Now we have West Coast. Not too many there. Northeast and Southeast. We're losing those, so let's just keep these Olympia classes. Okay, that's fine. That's a retrofit from 1917. They'll be around for a little bit longer. And Southeast Asia, what do you have for me? Same thing. So let's go ahead and send these back to West Coast as well then. Move to West Coast. I think we'll still have enough tonnage on foreign stations just with the Olympia classes. And we can kind of, let's see, can we move this one away as well? Can we move you to the West Coast? Yes. All right, and basically I just want to move everybody to the West Coast, to the East Coast, or to the Caribbean. In fact, let's go a little bit crazy. Let's move all our people from the East Coast to the Caribbean. This is insane, but I just want everybody in the Caribbean just so I can sort out who I want where. So that's going to be everyone. Let's move everyone to the Caribbean. And then we'll kind of figure out who we should actually like maybe start scrapping some people. Okay, good. So that's going to be a huge amount of moving. But we're leaving two minesweepers, which is good, and two... Oh, that's it. Just two minesweepers? Huh. Ah, this one is set to RF? Reserve fleet. Let's set her to active fleet. Let's see what she's like. We've renamed her the Constellation, but she is still the Tsukuba class. It's true, 8, and there is some... looks like this is superimposed. Pretty good belt armor. Low turret, which we can get that flash fire from. Hopefully not. I guess if you're going to have a battlecruiser, it's better to have superimposed in front so you can hunt down ships. I almost actually think the reverse. Usually if you're gonna be able to catch anything that you want to kill, and it might be nice to kind of run away firing with both your turrets. But that's fine. It's a really minor complaint. Yeah, central firing is obviously got to be changed. They have terrible quality 12-inch guns. Let's actually improve that twice. Wait, why can't we go to quality 1? Is this because Japan? Oh, well, let's build in local yard. How about that? Improved director, more powerful 6-inch, more powerful 12-inch. Good. Now that looks a lot better. I mean, it's a local ship. Let's build in the local yard. And I think that's all we need to do. I actually want to take these down. I don't really want these. Can we just remove them? Yeah, we can get rid of them. We have 1,000. Okay, if we replace machinery, we can actually try to get the speed of this thing up even higher. But I think the first thing we'll do is actually increase the turret armor to 12, 11, 12. My gosh. Okay, well, what if we replace machinery? This is already a really expensive refit. How high can we get this? To 29. That's insane. I really wish we could change this cramped and this short. That's very unfortunate. It's kind of the reason why a ship like this is able to survive at such high... It's so fast and like so powerful for its tonnage. Of course, that comes from the shortcomings, that short range and the cramped. I really don't like cramped style at all. Okay, well, before I do this, let me just see. How much do I get from scrapping this? Well, we get... I think this is worth doing, actually. She's 500,000, I don't like her. So let's see, is the 1.3 added? It is. Yeah, we'll scrap her. We didn't need a battlecruiser anyway. All right, end turn. Good, the national resources is good. Up to 193, because we only have one more turn at our current production rate. We might have bit off a little bit more than we could chew. Maybe just a little bit. With the main guilty people being... well, good. We only need one more turn for the Arizona to retrofit, but the problem is both of our other dreadnoughts also need to retrofit to the 1921 model. And other than that, we have to wait several turns for anybody else to complete. Well, we'll go ahead and get... Oh, it's already too late. Now we have to... What do? We could put everybody into the reserve fleet, but I don't like doing that. It doesn't save that much money, and it does lower your crew quality. And I don't think that once your crew quality comes out, it ever goes back up to elite if, for example, it was at elite before. So let's do this. Okay, they're moving to the West Coast. Basically, almost everyone should be in the Caribbean or moving there. Yeah, they're all moving there, basically. And it looks like we're a little short on tonnage for foreign stations. Oh, yeah, the East Coast. Okay, well, I'm totally okay if you're complaining about that. We'll go ahead and set... we need at least probably 4 minesweepers. Actually, we want all of... I think we want all of our minesweepers in the East Coast. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I've got 10, but that's fine. Move these over to East Coast, and all the ones moving over to the East Coast will actually set you to foreign station for a moment. Does that cancel your movement? It does. So interesting, if I want to cancel somebody's movement, I can always just do it this way. Let's move you to the East Coast. Let's do the same thing with I think what we'll do is we'll probably scrap all our Decatur classes now. Nah, they're still useful. I guess they are still useful in some sense. But we'll probably just put all of them into the East Coast and the West Coast. So put 4 of these to, let's see, Foreign Station, and the 4 going, the 4 in Foreign Station, move to East Coast as well. That's fine. We could kind of cheat here and send the other Decateurs, which we didn't send. We put them on Foreign Station and actually send them to the West Coast, and then take them off next turn when we'll have enough people there. But who cares? We'll leave those in the Caribbean for now. And we have any more Olympia classes? We'll save the Olympia classes for defense as well. 4 in the Caribbean. So let's actually just say none in the Caribbean. Let's go ahead and Foreign Station. Yes. And now move you guys all to the East Coast. Good. Which should free up our tonnage. Great. Fantastic. All right. And that's all we want to do for this turn, I think. Oh, besides pause at least one construction. I already have one halted too. Let's see here. This one's 24 months away, so it's not like we're going to miss her anytime soon. Let's halt that one, and that'll give us at least one more month to see how our finances are going to work out. Okay, we definitely need a halt. Wow, 17. We can get away with 12, I think. So we need to halt 12 million more. I guess that also means halting this one. And halting, let's halt these 3. How are we doing? A couple more, just a couple more. I like to stop the ones that are going to be done last because you free up, you get the first ones finished faster. And then you can switch over to, yeah, I think 2 more should be good, right? You can switch over to building. You get more ships out quicker, and that allows you to build the rest of your ships faster. So we can get one more month like this. I think we'll just take the Prestige. Hopefully that's not a budget hit. 195 is still 195. Good. That's not good. North Dakota, we actually need you to finish. Oh, good. That's nice. And we have more ships in North... What the heck are our ships doing in Northern Europe? Of course, all the ones that were on Foreign Station decided to move there. Now, let's move you guys to the East Coast where you should be. And anybody else on Foreign Station stuff, stop being... What the heck is going on here? Let's move you all to the East Coast. And I'll have to remember next turn to save this. Now, again, we'll have to pause more constructions. Let's just sort by cost. These are all halted already. This is the next most costly, so let's halt that one. Looks like we're going to have to halt all of these. And there we go. Okay, end turn. Okay, and now all of the... Oh! Quadruple turrets has decreased the rate of fire penalty. That's good, good, good. Let's get all the ones in the Northeast Coast. Well, basically just get all the ones that are on Foreign Station to not be on Foreign Station anymore. Active fleet. And we're still okay. Good. So that's good. Actually, anybody on the West Coast? I don't think we need anybody on the West Coast. For some reason, East Coast and Southeast Asia and Northeast Asia are the only ones that actually need to be occupied. Yeah, we're going to have to redistribute our minesweepers. So let's sort by location and then type. So let's get all the minesweepers in the Caribbean and see where everyone else is. We have a bunch in the East Coast. Now, I want basically there to be, let's say, 3 minesweepers in every other place that I need to defend. So let's move 1 to Northeast Asia because I see there's already 2 there. Then I'm going to move 3 to Southeast Asia. And then we're going to move 3 to the West Coast. Okay, let me do this sorting to see if I got them all. So I moved 1 more to Northeast Asia. I moved 3 more to the West Coast. And then I moved 3 to Southeast Asia. What's going on here? Southeast Asia, West Coast. Yeah, good. So that satisfies those. Now all we need is the Caribbean and, well, the East Coast is covered. So the Caribbean can be overstocked Or what I can do is actually move 4 everywhere, which I'm totally okay with doing. So let's go with West Coast, move Northeast Asia, and then move Southeast Asia. Okay, good. And that'll leave perfect 4 in the actual Caribbean. Okay, maybe slightly more than 4. But that's fine. The Caribbean's a nice place to stock up on a few extra. It's the place where I'd like to send fleets out from, right? The Caribbean, because you can hit a lot of places from that. That and the West Coast, those are 2 nice little strike zones because you don't suffer the extra maintenance cost there. And on top, wait, or do you? I see 7,500 here and I see 5,000 here. Oh, those are just different ship classes, I see. Okay. Anyway, that's good for the Minesweepers. Then next order of business, we'll just wait a turn. Oh, they want to buy inclined armor. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, Japan. You're in such sad shape now. Why is Northern Europe? Why are there anybody in Northern Europe? Okay, just move to the East Coast then. Bunch of Olympia ones. For some reason, all our tonnage requirements are satisfied, so that's good. Commissioned a bunch. Made some breakthroughs. It still says, who is in Northern Europe? For the love of God. Why is anybody in Northern Europe? Okay, move to the East Coast. Nobody is on fleet service, foreign stations, right? No, nobody. Okay, well then, shouldn't have a problem with that anymore. We do have the money. Can we unpause anything? I don't think so. Yeah, we can probably unpause one of these. Resume. We can unpause one more. Resume. Next turn. That's going to help too. That's going to free up, I think, a bit. 5-year security. I think it's fine for us to kind of jump up tensions with Italy because we need the budget right now. Let's see what Italy has. Not too many interesting things. They have a pretty decent speed battlecruiser with the cross-deck fire enabled. And then they have, ooh, it's kind of a nice one. It'd be 12 to my, it'd be 12 13-inch to my 10 17. Well, my 17 quality 1. I think we'd win that. By all means, everything, just sell it all. We'll take the money. Take the money and run. Resume 2 more. Yes. Good. So let's see. What are we looking at here? Let's do sort by type still. I think all our minesweepers should be sorted out. This should be 4 per. So 4 per, 4 per, 4 per. Then the Caribbean and the Northeast Coast actually have extra. So what I'll do is I'll actually take away all the extras on the East Coast and I'll send them to the Caribbean. That way only the Caribbean will be stockpiling extra minesweepers, which means that that's going to be the place where we draw from our fleets from. So the Caribbean is going to be where I house my main fleets, I suppose. Okay, so that's done. Now let's also do location and type again, just to get back to destroyers. Should have most of these destroyers in the Caribbean. A few McCalls unnecessarily on the East Coast. Let's move those down to the Caribbean. Okay, location type. Yeah, we have one in one in Northeast Asia. Well, Decatur. This is it. So yeah, all the Decaturs which we have should be on the East Coast or the West Coast, I think. Let's send one more to the. Let's send 3 to the West Coast. No, let's send them to Southeast Asia, actually. Better yet, Northeast Asia. There's no reason for us to really need to defend Northeast Asia. So let's send 3 of them there. I'm doing this because we don't need... The Decatur is going to be the worst ship now. But we can still use it just to kind of... I don't know, anti-submarine warfare, whatever, what have you. I'll move this one to East Coast as well. So we won't have any destroyer defenses in the East Coast besides the Decatur. Which means the Barry will probably be the defender of Southeast Asia. So we'll move this one to Southeast Asia. And how many more do we want? Probably we want 4 in Southeast Asia. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, we'll let all that happen, sort itself out. Foreign station's still good, and hit next turn. Torpedo range got even better. Some kind of delay. We're really not losing any money. Can unhalt a few more ships, hopefully soon. I'm not going to sell sensitive money to... the British government is basically... I think that's the next up for us. And we have triple torpedo mounts. I think that was on light cruisers. Okay, some more stuff is happening. I mean, our budget is, if we compare in the almanac with the naval budget of everyone else, we are now the leader. We're over the Great Britain by, you know, about 15%. It's pretty good. No, just barely over 10%. They still have way more dreadnoughts in place than us. Although we have 2 buildings, we have 185 to 250. That's, I mean, and I would love to go toe-to-toe with them. They don't have any, everyone has scrapped their old battleships, and we're keeping ours in service. Why is that? I mean, it is, basically, it's, we're not going to be involved in battle with these. These are going to be the ones that just move to a place where the enemy doesn't have ships and try to take some free stuff, or to keep our home ports defended with just enough action points that we aren't invaded. I mean, enough, like, fleet points. So, okay, let's push. That's what I was talking about. If you do intel effort high enough, you can actually get some reactions from people. Set this down to medium, and we can unpause some more. Let's unpause both of these guys. And let's unpause this one too. The increase in tensions obviously increases our budget, so that's nice. Make national hero, increase tensions, increase budget. Unhalt this one, unhalt these both actually. In fact, no, let's unhalt. We got to get some of these dreadnoughts done. Excuse me. Keep going. We will make the agent a national hero. I think Great Britain is the next target for us. The only target left for this Let's Play series, because we're getting towards the end, 1925. That'll complete our Let's Play. I'm so surprised that we haven't gotten... Gosh, we haven't gotten All or Nothing Armor yet. I've been waiting the whole game for All or Nothing Armor. Click, click, click. Torpedo rights, yes, sir. France, anybody but Great Britain can buy the stuff we want. They want. We don't want tensions with Russia to go up. Not that Russia even has anything worth taking anymore. I think that their ships... Let's see, the best ship they have is... Oh, okay, this isn't bad. Wow. I mean, it is bad. I don't like it at all. Huh. Okay, well, keep pushing. Got enough budget, maybe... let's unhalt one of these guys. Let's do the 9-month one. Mix things up. We're up to 47,000, not that we need it. I think everyone's... Oh, more weight seeing our machinery. Oh, there it is! Finally, All or Nothing Armor. Oh my goodness. Okay, great. Wow. Okay, so this means that you don't choose belt extended and you don't choose deck extended and you choose flat layout, and it gives the full benefits of this All or Nothing Armor layout. It's incredibly useful. It's the difference maker in your battle cruiser designs, I find. So now we can clear and auto design, and it should do this flat talk, all or nothing, and there it is. 0 belt extended, 0 deck extended, 0 weight for those. A much faster, much better ship. They want us to use this 16-inch. I want the quality 1. Shit, we don't have any quality 1. Pardon my French there, I shouldn't have sworn on camera, but the only quality 1 we have is 13-inch guns besides 17-inch. And 17-inch, in my opinion, is just too big. It's much too big for a battle cruiser. If we had quality 1 for 14 or 15, that would be the obvious go-to. We could do something like a kind of weak battle cruiser, a little bit of a weaker battle cruiser with only 13-inch guns. Now remember, it's going to be able to outrun anything it can outfight. So we do this. It does the all or nothing, which is great. I don't think we're going to need this because we're going to bring this down to 13. Now the 6-inch guns are finally in turrets, which is exactly what I like. I do Now it says 14, so technically there's like one turret with one gun. Half of a turret or something. It models it a little funny. It actually lets you do these half turret numbers. I prefer not to do that. I'd rather just see 4 on each side. Oh, we have that bug going on. So we'll have to clear the design and do it ourselves. But now they've done this 2 inches in the back, 2 guns in the back on the superimposed and the 3 guns in the front. That's the correct design because the superimposed turrets are slightly more expensive than your normal turret. Let me demonstrate by just putting like a center line, a midship turret in, a double turret. You can see that 1345 versus 1480. I mean, the difference isn't staggering. It's about, slightly more than 10% more weight per turret, but it's enough that you should choose the lower gun on the superimposed than you do on your normal forward and aft. Okay, let me delete that and prove directed. This doesn't have enough ammo. There's lots of changes that we need to make on this. Although, to be honest, the 12.5, if we can get this up to 14, let's see. Let's leave it at 14.5. It's going to be pretty solid. Actually, I think we'll just leave it at 14. Increase this. We won't need as much because it's either... We'll be able to use our 6-inch guns against any of the secondary type ships. We want our full torpedo protection because this is the era of the torpedo. Let's see if we can squeak out another... Whoa, that's quite expensive. No, we don't want to do that. In fact, we'd rather just lower this. Medium, normal, oil, that's all fine. I'm getting this quite low, in fact. Good. Since there's no other changes we would want to make, I think this is a reasonable ship to consider building. So check. Update graphics. So this is the Constellation. I think we scrapped the old Constellation. I guess I'll have to clear it all and redesign it exactly how it is again because this stupid graphics bug. But anyway, it's nice to see that this is the design. It's kind of what I want. Maybe the armor is too much, in fact, because we're going to want to be able to run away from anything we don't want to outfight. And deck armor of 4 is just too much. 2.5 would be better. Yeah, let's just lower everything a bit. 13, 11.5. Turret top we'll take down to 3. Secondaries down to 4.5. Okay, 5 is fine, I think, actually, for that. And now, what can we drop this down to? This is a relatively cheap, well, there we go, 29,500. Yeah, now you have this weird stuff. So we can get from 29,500, the cost of this would be, let's just save it. We can overwrite the design later. Go to the build design, and this Constellation, maintenance cost of still 528,000. That's quite a bit, considering we can get our Montana for just barely more. No way. I mean, the Montana class is way, way better. The difference in these two is obviously that the speed is way higher on our Constellation, but we don't... I mean, it's not so... Okay, let's just wait. We have a good design, but I think I want to wait for higher quality guns on a higher tier. But basically, the all or nothing armor is extremely important. Okay. Let's do this. Good. Great Britain. Actually, this episode's going a little bit long. What I'll do off camera is kind of sort these ships around because we didn't quite sort out where we want all our McCall classes to go, and we didn't sort out where we want our light cruisers to go. We probably need a new light cruiser class now as well, so we'll have to do a little bit of moving around, which is just better that I do that off camera. So when we come back, I'll pursue again the elusive dream of a nice battle cruiser. Hopefully we can get either 14 or 15 quality 1 guns, and then it's a no-brainer. But 13-inch is just a little bit too low in my opinion. So thanks for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next.